Jamaican police moved to capture criminals trying to elude the state of emergency dragnet. And in sport, Jamaica Under-20 women end the CONCACAF Championship campaign with a draw. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Wednesday, January 24th, 2018. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Did you know that a strategy has been developed to help improve the region's education and human resources?
You didn't? Well, the HID strategy, as it is called, will guide CARICOM in how it delivers quality education and training to the people of the region.
The strategy has been crafted by a group of experts called the HRD Commission.
Consultations have been done across the region to get your input.
Do you know that none of us will be left behind?
The HRD strategy is important to all of us, students, parents, and employers. It will prepare the region, especially the youth, for the 21st century economy and society.
The HRD strategy, unlocking Caribbean human potential.
We begin in Jamaica, where criminals trying to avoid capture during the state of emergency in St. James are being hunted down. National Security Minister Robert Montague says operations have now gone island-wide to capture those who may have eluded the dragnet in the parish. He made the disclosure in Parliament yesterday as he gave an update on the detentions and seizures made since the state of emergency was declared last Thursday. Montague told the House of Representatives that 197 people were detained, while 4 firearms and more than 300 rounds of ammunition were recovered. 10 of the detainees were wanted for serious crimes and 83 are believed to be connected to gangs in St. James. The minister said the 178 people remaining in custody are subject to further investigations. In Trinidad and Tobago now, there are questions about whether there was a plot to help a high-risk prisoner escape on Monday night. The prisoner, who has been linked to several high-profile matters, including murder and fraud, was reportedly almost taken out of prison for a court date that had already been changed. CNC3's Ria Rambali has the details.
Less than 2 months after Vicky Budram's great escape, we learned that a high-risk prisoner was almost removed from jail under strangely similar circumstances. However, plans to escape, if any at all, were averted by prison authorities whose due diligence and checks unearthed a mix-up in court dates. As a result, prison officers did not release the Port of Spain prisoner into the custody of police officers. CNC3 understands the prisoner, who has been detained since 2015 in connection with murder and gang-related charges, was scheduled to appear in the Arima court on Monday, January 22nd. However, the date had been changed to sometime next week. We were told that despite the change, escort services came to the Port of Spain prison for the prisoner's scheduled appearance. But when checks were made, documents reflected the change in date by the court, and the prisoner was not handed over. Less than 24 hours later, prison officers and police would lock down the Port of Spain prison, blocking off roads in the vicinity. There are questions tonight whether the two incidents were linked. But Prisons Commissioner Jared Wilson describes Tuesday's search as routine.
A random search is one of those normal search and seizure operations, and that is all that happened today. Nothing unusual, nothing untoward.
He did, however, confirm the incident involving the high-risk prisoner, saying it was an error on the part of court and protocol officers.
Bermuda's controversial move banning same-sex marriage is to be debated by UK politicians as the British Overseas Territory waits for Governor John Ranking to sign the legislation into law. The debate will take place at the end of next Monday's session in the House of Commons in London. The Domestic Partnership Act 2017, that was designed to replace same-sex marriage with civil unions, was passed by Parliament last month, but Governor Ranking is yet to give it assent. Lawyer and former Attorney Attorney General Mark Pettingill says that from a constitutional perspective, it is appropriate and proper for the UK debate on the issue to take place. But political commentator Charles Jeffers says Britain should stay out of the internal affairs of a self-governing territory, even it remains under UK sovereignty. Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
From the start, them been underrating us, but the girl them see some great in us. Hey, me some love the hot type you see. Without you, please. This you doing to me, doing to me, doing to me. Nobody does to me, does to me, does to me. What would be the consequence? And now I'm sinking in the sand. I'm so happy to blame it on the fact that I was young, though I was being careless.
Jamaica under-20 women ended their final Group B match in the CONCACAF Women's Championship yesterday with a 2-all draw against Nicaragua. The Reggae Girls took the lead in the 6th minute of the game and then broke a deadlock an hour into the match from a strike of Jasmine Grant. Now here are some of the highlights of the final Group B match in Couva, Trinidad.
The host country. So there we go. Gets a return ball, that's a good one. Brown with the cross. And there's a shot, and it's gone in! A mistake by the goalkeeper. And Jamaica have scored inside the first 6 minutes. No, Rory seemed to have had that under control. It just rolled over her body and into the back of the net.
Good football.
Well, back into the centre for Gilday, who goes down.
It's been given.
It's a penalty for Nicaragua. And there is their first goal of the competition. Nicaragua have equalized in the 22nd minute. Goal for Nicaragua. Grant gets past two in the box. Grant with a chance on Jamaica. And she scores! Grant has put Jamaica ahead for the second time in the 63rd minute. A driving run by Grant.
Well done, good turn.
So well the shot. He still have the opportunity.
Chance.
He has the shot. Oh! What a stunning goal by Nicaragua! She turned on a dime and puts it into the back of the net in the 82nd minute. And there it is. The final match of Group B ends in a draw. It is Nicaragua 2, Jamaica 2. It's been a thrilling match all the way.
Over to cricket now. Superstar opener Chris Gayle will return to domestic limited overs action for the first time in 7 years when he headlines the regional Super 50 tournament starting next Tuesday. Now the 38-year-old has been included in the Jamaica Scorpions squad for the January 30th to February 24th tournament, adding flavour to a campaign that has lacked star quality in recent years. Gayle is the Caribbean's premier one-day batsman with over 9,000 runs in 275 one-day internationals and nearly 12,000 in List A cricket. But his appearance in a domestic 50 overs was back in 2011. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.